Book of Romans, chapter 12, and verse 3. For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, according as the Most High have dealt to every man the measure of faith. I'm going to start right there. I'm going to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of YAHAWAH, bahasham YAHAWASHI. The Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect out there, whoever you might be. Shalom to 144,000. It's the brother Amawan Padah, the GMS Denver camp. And this lesson is going to be in regards to checking pride, man. And this goes out to all of us, myself first and foremost, because it's something that can creep up on you. And through the Spirit, I want to go into this because we're not doing this thing of ourselves, all right? You got men that, commend us for the videos and whatnot. It's not us, all right? You see, it's the Holy Spirit that works through us to even understand this truth, right? To those of you that watch the videos, all right? And then it's the Holy Spirit working through us to prophesy, man, to understand the scriptures and break them down, and to do certain lessons through the Spirit. It's not us, all right? And you got some men, they can get, puffed up in pride, all right? They might learn, a few precepts or whatever. All right, they feel like they on the level, man. This is something to guard against, and I've learned this from the elders. They've all, have said this, time and time again. You got to guard against pride, man, because this knowledge will puff you up. Having the most valuable knowledge on the face of the earth, it can get to you sometimes, man, because we have that, man. And that's just a fact. The knowledge of YAHAWASHI is the highest form of knowledge on the earth, but we can't allow that to get us puffed up in the mind, you know what I'm saying? All right? We shouldn't think of ourselves more highly than we ought to, meaning, hey, we're lowly and humble servants, man. This thing is not of ours. I mean, it's, we've been brought into it, but this doctrine is not ours, all right? This gospel is not ours. It's from Yahawah, bahasham YAHAWASHI, and it's been given unto us, man. Always remember that. Okay, you got people out there, proclaiming to be these great teachers in Israel, not going to mention any names. All right, but just understand that's not the way to go, because the Lord will fucking humble your ass, man. And it can be scary, man. So without further ado, I want to get into an account where this took place, all right, with the heathen king. The Lord humbled his ass, man. He got too puffed up in pride. Let's get there real quick. The book of Daniel. So here we have the account right here in the book of Daniel, chapter 4, and start at verse 28. All right, it's the account of Nebuchadnezzar's humiliation. The Lord humiliated this guy, this heathen king. Matter of fact, let's get this in the KJV. Hold on one second. All right, so now we have it in the King James Version, and we'll read it. Verse 28. It says, all this came upon Nebuchadnezzar. At the end of 12 months, he walked in the palace of the kingdom of Babylon. Because Nebuchadnezzar was, emperor or, king of the Neo-Babylonian empire. All right. Now it says, verse 30, the king spake and said, is not this great Babylon that I have built for the house of the kingdom by the might of my power and for the honor of my majesty? All right, feeling himself. Verse 31, while the word was in the king's mouth, there fell a voice from heaven saying, O King Nebuchadnezzar, to thee it is spoken, the kingdom is departed from thee, and they shall drive thee from men, and thy dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field. They shall make thee to eat grass as oxen, and 7 times shall pass over thee until thou know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men and giveth it to whomsoever he will. All right? Because Nebuchadnezzar was saying, he did it, he did everything by himself, He's pretty much saying he was self-made. The Lord said, hold on, man, I'm about to humble you. All right, I'm the one that's ruling this thing. I'm the one that's running this show. Verse 33. The same hour was the thing fulfilled upon Nebuchadnezzar, and he was driven from men and did eat grass as oxen. So he was out of his damn mind. The Lord bugged him out, and his body was wet with the dew of heaven. He in there out there rolling around in the grass, and getting his body all wet from the dew of of the grass, eating grass like a cattle. All right, imagine that. Till his hairs were grown like eagle's feathers and his nails like bird's claws. So he wasn't even grooming himself. He was a brute beast. The Lord bugged him out to make him, act as a brute beast, man. The Lord controls the minds of everyone, man. All right? And the Lord showed Nebuchadnezzar that. And we're learning that as well by reading this account. The Lord is to be feared, man. All right? Straight up bugged his ass out. And at the end of the days, I, Nebuchadnezzar, lifted up mine eyes into heaven, and my understanding returned unto me. So the Lord, he eventually gave him his understanding back, gave him his mind back. And I blessed the Most High, and I praised and honored him that liveth forever, whose dominion is an everlasting dominion, and his kingdom is from generation to generation. Okay? You see that? So at the end of this situation, Nebuchadnezzar was humbled, and he acknowledged that Yahawah is the Most High, man. And he's the one that rules. Okay? Man is not doing this thing by himself. You don't have free will. All right? So your achievements and your whatever you hold in high esteem is not of yourself. All right? So the understanding that you have in this truth is not of ourselves, man. It's from Yahawah, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, by the Holy Spirit. Okay? So you don't want the Lord to bug you out because you're getting too puffed up, in this truth, man. Especially in the end, man. We right here in the end of this society, and now's not the time to be bugging out, man. Point blank, period. We all got to watch ourselves, man, and make sure that we're coming lowly and humble, and coming in the right spirit, man. Not looking for clout or vain glory. I want to bring this out too. I actually stumbled across this on accident, and this is Daniel chapter 5 and verse 20 to 22, when the account of Nebuchadnezzar is being brought up again. All right, it's mentioned again, but this is the ERV, the easy to read version, and I want to read this because it's interesting how they word it. Now it says, verse 20, but Nebuchadnezzar became proud and stubborn, so his power was taken away from him. He was taken off his royal throne and stripped of his glory. Whew. Then Nebuchadnezzar was forced to go away from people. His mind became like the mind of an animal. He lived with the wild donkeys and ate grass like an ox. He became wet with dew. These things happened to him until he learned his lesson. He learned that the Most High power rules over human kingdoms, and he gives them to whomever he wants. Okay? And this is an admonishment to Belshazzar, which is his grandson. All right, verse 22. But Belshazzar, you already knew this. You are Nebuchadnezzar's grandson, but still you have not made yourself humble. The Lord don't like pride, man. You see that? He will fuck you up. All right? That's one of the worst things that happen to you, man, to be bugged out of your mind, because people that are bugged out, it's like, I'm not sure if a lot of times they don't even realize that they're bugged out in some cases. Okay, some do. But a lot of people, they become proud in this truth, and they start teaching false doctrines, and that's really the Lord beginning to bug them out. And I've seen it happen. And it's scary, man. Very scary. We must be humble and just teach, man, like we've been commanded to do, and not to think of ourselves more highly than we ought to. Here we have the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, all right, otherwise known as Sirach in the Apocrypha, the 5th chapter. All right, this is another form of pride that the Lord hates, and it can get you fucked up. Okay, it says, verse 1, set not thy heart upon thy goods, meaning your material possessions, and say not, I have enough for my life. Because you got people out there who have certain things in life, and they feel like, they're good, man. They become complacent. They become content. All right, and they become prideful. Because the Lord can allow you to have certain things, man, but it's all about how you handle it. All right, you can't become proud when you begin to acquire certain things in this life. It says, verse 2, follow not thine own mind and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart. The Lord tells us in Proverbs 3 and 5, lean not to your own understanding. All right, we have to walk in the ways that the Lord has set up for us, man. We can't deviate from that, man. All right, we're to walk in the ways of YAHAWASHI to the best of our abilities. All right, but people that get, certain certain things in life, they become prideful, man. They start doing their own thing because they feel like they're good. All right, verse 3, and say not, who shall control me from my works? For the Lord, YAHAWASHI, will surely revenge thy pride. Do you see that? Let's zoom in on that. And say not, who shall control me from my works? For the Lord, YAHAWASHI, will surely revenge thy pride. The Lord will fuck you up for being, proud, man. All right? This is the time to keep your head down, man. Do the work, all right? Preach the gospel, all right? And just do what you got to do, man. All this other extra shit that a lot of these people are doing, man, is too much. It's excess. All right? You see? We must be obedient, man. That's the key. You can't be proud and be obedient at the same time, man. All right? The humble are going to obey because they know the power of YAHAWASHI, man. They fear the Lord. Okay? People who don't fear the Lord, they're proud, man. For no damn reason. All right, Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 16. These 6 things doth the Lord Yahawah, YAHAWASHI, hate. Yeah, 7 are an abomination unto him. You do not want to piss the Lord off. Speaking to myself first and foremost, man. This goes for all of us. All right? A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. All right? And right there, the first one is a proud look. We ain't out here to get clout, man. We ain't out here, marching in formation. You know what I'm saying? Like some groups are, with their, palatial buildings and garments and whatnot, man. We're not here for that, man. We're here to teach this word because the Lord has commanded us to do so. All right, that's it. And to believe on YAHAWASHI, man. That's all we doing here, man. Okay, so ain't no room for pride. The Lord woke us up out of a dead state. We was in the world, man, going the fuck off. Now you in the truth and you proud, man. That don't even make no sense. All right, it goes on to say, an heart or a mind that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief. Okay, all these things the Lord hates, man. A false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. All right, this thing is not our construct, man. This is the Lord's program. We just fall in place in our respective orders. All right, I'll get ready to close it out. Just wanted to make this a quick lesson. All right, and I have here the book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 5. This is Lord YAHAWASHI speaking. Okay, and he says, "Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth." What does that mean? The meek, the humble. All right, they're gonna inherit the earth, and this goes into the Israelites, but more specifically the elect. All right, the elect have humbled themselves. They've came out of the ways of the world. You know what I'm saying? Because the world it teaches you how to be proud. All right, it teaches you to be pompous and whatnot, man. But when you come to this truth, you come humble, man, and realize that you had life all fucked up, man, and that the Lord could have killed your ass for many things that you've done, not just in this life but past lives. All right, so knowing that, you must be humble, man, and the elect are going to have that humble spirit. Okay? All right? And they're going to inherit the earth. Lord willing, we'll be of that number, man. Meaning we're going to be, saved from the coming destruction, and we're going to, rule with YAHAWASHI on that first go round, man. That's what we want, man. We can't be proud because we can't do nothing without YAHAWASHI. The very understanding that you have has been given unto you. All right? So always remember this, just a lesson for, some of you younger brothers, and even a reminder for those of you that, might be watching, have been around for a while, man. I'm just saying this through the spirit, all right? Like I said, always speaking to myself first and foremost. So I'm going to end it right there. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham rachak wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahawah, Bashem Yahushai. All right? And Kwame Yasharala in the Bible Ball. Shalom.